in the last classes. So B is equal to mu into H. So whatever the derivation we have derived in the previous classes. So from that we are taking the relationship. So there is a B is equal to mu to H. So from that relationship, so we are taking H is equal to mu will be come to here. So B by mu, that implies H we are getting. So just interchanging the terms of LHS and RHS, then we are getting the equation as H is equal to B by mu. Already we know that mu is equal to mu naught into mu r. Substitute the values here. H is equal to B by mu naught into mu r. Just we are assuming this is equation 1, sorry, this is equation 2. Already before that we have derived that equation. M F is equal to N into I on theater. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2 and this is equation 3. So what we are doing here, substitute equation 3 in equation 2 in equation 3. So what happens here, H is equal to, instead of B, we are substituting pi by A. So directly A will be come to into the numerator. So pi by A into mu naught into mu r. Mu naught into mu r. So but already we know that what is the pi value? MMF is equal to pi is equal to, what is the equation we are getting here? N into I. So substitute equation 1. Substitute equation 1 in equation 4. So what is the value you are getting here? H is equal to, instead of MMF, so we are substituting the value of Ni by A into mu naught into mu r. Mu naught into mu r. So this is a equation we are getting here. The units is ampere NIK, ampere turn. So here there is no units per mu and mu naught and mu r, but there is a units per area, ampere turns per meter. So this is a actual force produced in a core material. So what is the actual force will be produced inside of a core material. But the H is depending upon the length also, not on the cross section area also, it is depending upon the length also. Just we are assuming the cross section area is a constant, but length may be changes. So from that we can write here H is equal to Ni by L, because we are taking the length of magnetic field here also. So H is equal to Ni into L. This is a one equation we are assuming as the 5, and this is equation 6. So that is equation 5 and equation 6. So from equation 6, so what can be simplified? From equation 6, H into L is equal to N into I. So H into L is equal to N into I. Already we know the H value. So what is the H value is there? H value. So H value is there. So H is equal to, substitute H value here, pi by A into mu naught mu r into L is equal to N into I. But what is our requirement? Only pi value should be remain. So rest of things will be, we are moving to the RHS side. So just separate the terms. Pi into L by A into mu naught mu r is equal to N into I. So if it is moving L by A by mu naught into mu r, so the denominator becomes numerator, numerator becomes denominator. So therefore pi is equal to Ni into A mu naught mu r by L by L. So for example, if you are applying proportionality theorem, so then we are getting the equation as a Ni is remains at numerator. So J the Joule's constant. So if you are applying the Joule's constant here, so then we are getting the equation as a L into A into mu naught into mu r. So this is the equation 5 we are getting here, Weber. Unit is the Weber. So this is the equation we are getting here. Right, I hope all of you understand the concept. So first we are derive the equation. For that purpose, we are taking some assumptions also here. So before going to the assumptions, first we are making a magnetic material we are selected. We are placing a copper winding on that. We are connected to the supply, then which will be produced as a unity N pole. Just we are assuming the unity N pole will be start it pass from here and it will be closed X form. So that is a point we are assuming as a AB and 3D. So that is a path will be created. So that is what is the unity N pole will be existent. That will be we are called as a flux that is donated by means of pi. So from that we can write the three relations actually. But first we are assuming the relative permeability of material we are assuming as a constant. So rest of things is the current is there and the number of turns is there. So there is a direct proportional relationship between those two. So because of that reason directly we can write here. So pi is equals to pi is directly proportional to n into I. So but there is a constant. So just rest of things we are assuming as a constant. Because of that reason there is no need to remove the proportionality. Direct we can write the equation. So pi is equals to n into I, that is unit is the ampere turns. So the pi we are called as an MMF. Why? Because the movement of magnetic field. So the force will be existence in a material because of that reason. So that is will be we are called as a MMF. So that implies pi is equal to MMF, that is equals n into I. That is we are assuming as the equation 1. So next what we want to do, the second thing is that whatever the flux is produced, it is depending upon the reluctance also. Reluctance is nothing but is a property of a material which is opposes the magnetic field. So that is also will be decided. So that is also, that is donated by means of capital S. The topic will be discussed in the next day. Right. So here we are assuming the length of the path we are assuming as a small m and the cross section area we are assuming as a small a. So according to the concept already we know that. First we want to find out the what is the density. So there is no one path is existent. So how much current, how many number of turns is present? According to that proportionally the flux length also will be produced. So first we want to find out the how many flux lengths will be produced with a given area. So to determine that already we have the equation, that is the B is equal to pi by A. That is the relationship already we are find out in the previous classes. That is we are assuming as an equation 2. So then what we are doing here, so if you are finding out the density, then we want to find out the force. How much with how much force they are traveling or their movement will be takes place. That is also we want to find out. So for the purpose we are taking the, if you are find out density, then easily possible to determine the force also. So because of that reason we are selecting this equation. It is the equation come from B is equal to mu into H. So from that relationship we can determine H is equal to B by mu. So already we know that mu value is the mu naught into mu r. So substitute mu naught value in the above equation. So then we are getting the equation as a H is equal to B by mu naught into mu r. So this is we are assuming as a equation 3. Next we are substituting B value in third equation. Then we are getting the equation as H is equal to pi by A into mu naught into mu r. That is equation 4. From equation 1, already we know that pi is equals to Ni. So then we are substituting Ni value in the fourth equation. Then we are getting the equation as a pi is equals to Ni by A into mu naught into mu r. But at the same time, just the cross section area does not change. But which value can be changes? The length of the magnetic path can be changed. Because, for example, center, if you are taking the center axis, the length will be different. If you are taking edges, it will be very less. So if you are taking the upper portion, so cross-section area will be, means the length will be very high. Because of that reason, with respect of the length also, with respect to the length, the flux will be depending. So our force will be depending. So that is also we are determined here. So that implies instead of area, we are assuming as a constant. Mu naught is constant, mu are also constant. So we are removing this entire part and we are inserting the length because it will be directly inversely proportional to the length. If length will be less, force will be more. If length will be high, the force will be less. So inverse relationship can be followed. So H is equal to Ni by L. So that is equation 6. So from 6th equation, so simply we can write here. So L will be, we are moving to the LHS side. So H into L is equal to N into I. So already we know the H value. H is equal to pi by A into mu naught into mu r. So we are substituting that value and we are getting the equation as the pi into A by mu naught mu r into L is equal to Ni. But what is our want to find out? We should find out the pi value. So what is the flux will be produced actually, resultant flux. We are taking the average for n-type, so that will be resultant flux can be obtained. So pi is equal to the rest of equation we want to find out. So because of that reason, pi will be kept, remains LHS side, the remaining part will be, we are moving to the RHS side. So then pi is equal to, we are getting the equation as a Nia mu naught mu r by L. So here, if you are applying a constant rule, so if you are applying the theorem here, so then the entire portion area constant will become to the denominator. So but there is a Joule constant will be appeared. So while we discuss in the second chapter or the third chapter beginning, we think in second chapter we think about the Joule's law. At that case also proportionality means is the one by inverse relationship we are getting here. So if you want to inverse that, so the part A mu naught mu r will become to the denominator. So then the equation is becomes pi is equal to Ni by J into L into A into mu naught into mu r plus units are the Weber. So if you have any confusion in the last equation, just keep here also. It is sufficient. Pi is equal to Nia mu naught mu r by L. Here also we can write the equation. The unit and the Weber. So this is the equation we want to find out for the flux. Next we think about the ampere turns. Okay. So how can we write here? Ni is a MMF. This is we are called as a MMF. In the first equation, MMF is equal to Ni. So Ni we can write as a MMF. This portion. So J is nothing but inverse. Appudu ela raskochu L by A into mu naught mu r. Mu naught into mu r. If you are removing J, J as a constant from there, so then the equation is become pi is equal to Ni by L by A into mu naught mu r. Equation plus equation also. It is easy to remember. Just we are applying the inverse. So then this will be we are getting. So that implies we can write as a N into I as a MMF. And it is we are called as a reluctance. This is will be we are called as a reluctance. Pi is equal to, it is the ratio of MMF to the reluctance. MMF value N into I, reluctance value is the L by A into mu naught into mu r. So ఈ 2 ఈక్వేషన్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ 2 పాయింట్స్ మీకు ప్రాబ్లం చేయడానికి కానివ్వండి, నెక్స్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్ డెరైవ్ చేయడానికి కానీ యూజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. Right? I hope all of you understand the derivation. If you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, right.
हाँ खेलता है
अमेजिंग रोंडा हो गया तो ठंड लगती है थोड़ा गर्मी होती है हमें
Next we want to find out for the ampere turn. So phi is equal to, we can write as a mmf by reluctance. Is nothing but mmf is a n into I, reluctance is a L by A into mu naught into mu r. So NI units is a ampere turn. But there is reluctance, it does not have any units. So because of that reason, as usually, the thing will be right here. It is nothing but L by A into mu naught into mu r. Right? So just we are equating to the unit point. So we are comparing phi is equal to ampere turn per L by A into mu naught into mu r. So if you are equating that, phi is equal to ampere turn by L by A into mu naught into mu r. So denominator low. So just we are move to here. So how can we get, just we interchange before going to that, phi into, so it does not change it. Denominator, it does not change it. As usual, we are getting as a L by A into mu naught into
बोलता है
mu
मोशन क्या
r.
बोलता
Only one thing is there, then it will be come to the multiplier. So directly L is multiplied here because it is in the denominator. So that implies ampere turn. Just we interchanging the positions of LHS and RHS. Ampere turn is equal to phi into L by A into mu naught into mu r. This is another equation. This is another equation we are getting for ampere turns. Ampere turns is the product of density to the reluctance. Right? So same equation. So from the whatever we are derived in the previous equation, from that we are derived the ampere turn. So just we are comparing the units. So ampere turn is the unit for mmf. So these are the reluctance. We have the equation L by A into mu naught into mu r. So if you are comparing those things, phi is equal to ampere turn by L by A into mu naught into mu r. Already we know that denominator becomes numerator, numerator becomes denominator when changes to LHS to RHS or RHS to the LHS. Just we are moving the denominator to the LHS side. So then what we are getting here, phi into L by A into mu naught into mu r is equal to ampere turn. Just we interchanging the positions of LHS and RHS, then we are getting the equation as a ampere turn is equal to phi into L by A into mu naught into mu r. So just remember the formula. Just remember the formula. No need to remember all those things. So here we are getting this formula. So phi is equal to Ni by L into L by A into mu naught into mu r. This is the one formula and this is another formula we should be remembered. So those will be helpful while we are calculating about the series and the parallel magnetic circuits. Right? First we think about the series circuit, then we go for the magnetic circuits. Right? Just I want to give an introduction about what is series circuit and what is parallel circuit. Anyone remember about the concept of resistance? Which one will be we are called as a series and which one we are called as a parallel? In its series circuit, what is common? At first we think about resistance. The same concept will be applied for the magnetic material also. Anybody remember how the current will be act in series connection and parallel connection? No one remember? Series connection ఎలా ఉంటుంది current?
There only one current.
Yes, the current is constant. Only one current is flowing through the all devices. Parallel current is divisible.
Yes, sir.
अरे मेंटल ते कुछ भी नहीं आता रे, उन लोगों को तो पैसे आते हैं। तेरे हाँ क्या खराब होते हैं अभी? हाँ क्या खराब होता है? ब्रेन खराब होता है तो इतना ब्रेन। अब इसमें पढ़ाई में पढ़ना है, उसमें इसमें शौक में रहना, गेमा में रहना, उसमें पूरा दिमाग लाए तो क्या आता बोल? तेरे कुछ भी नहीं आता। वो देखा तो वीडियो देखो तो उन लोगों को आते हैं पैसे। दीवाना है जमीन तो।
Sorry for the interruption. Okay, series connection, the current is same. Parallel connection, voltage is same. So the same concept also here we are taking. There are different types of resistors will be here considered. So for example, we are taking in case of resistances R1, R2. We are taking the three resistors as the R3, right? So each one having the different resistances. But whenever current is passing through that, I is same. Even the resistance values will be changing. So remember one thing, in case of resistance, the resistance value will be we are considered. Similarly, in case of magnetic series circuit, the reluctance value we are considered. Already in the previous derivation, I think about that I explained about that is indicated by means of the S. The resistance of the magnetic material we are called as a reluctance. So that is denoted by means of S. For example, instead of resistors, we are taking the magnetic material. For example, this is the one magnetic material, and this is the another magnetic material, and this is the another magnetic material. Yes, we are assuming as a this is the S1, S2, S3. Here we are taking as a resistance value. Here we are taking as a reluctance value. Right? So what is the current? Instead of current, we are taking as a flux pi. So the pi is same for entire reluctances. So that concept will be we are considered here. So ikkada manamu, for example, if you want to find out the current, for example, the voltage is given as a 10 volts. So we want to find out the current. So how can possible? Simply we are using the I is equal to V by R. But R is the summation of the three resistances. Right? So R1, R2, R3. So they are connected in series. Then the equivalent resistance or R total is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. For example, this is a 1, 1, 1. So R is the 3. Right? So then we are getting the value as 10 by 3. So 3.33 something we are getting the current value. So ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది, ఇది కూడా అర్థమైనట్టే. జస్ట్ సింప్లీ దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు ద రెసిస్టెన్స్ వాల్యూ. సో ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద పై వాల్యూ, ఫస్ట్ వాట్ వీ వాంట్ టు డూ, ఫస్ట్ వీ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద reluctances. So how can we find out the reluctances? S is equals to S1 plus S2 plus S3. First we find out the S value. So then pi value we want to find out. So to determine the pi value, so we have the another formulas. So simply we are substituting on that, then we are derived the pi equation. Right? So this is a basic concept. So ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థమైంది అనుకోండి, so you can easily find out the reluctance values or flux value. Sometimes maybe ask about the distances, sometimes maybe ask about the length also.